With a chunk, I'll turn your hopes to ash. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
All right, I'm almost ready. My bad, everyone.
Hey,
As
5
always.
minutes goes so fast sometimes. Hi. Woohoo!
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, those are the sweet, sweet tones. Oh, yeah, baby!
Welcome to the Leafcast, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I have no courage, no strength, only determination.
And I am Ryan's brother, Dan. And by my mother's name, I will draw as you say draw and sheathe as you say sheathe.
And I'm Tom, and I was more than a little distracted by how that dress molded her hips and bosom.
And we are the Way of the Leaf, and This is the Leafcast, episode 114. And tonight
welcome in, my German friends.
We are
Bienvenidos, mi amigos.
We finished this coffee, and we're down to the dregs. It's the end of the books. We are wrapping up New Spring.
Dregs.
I did say dregs.
You said dregs.
I just like saying it.
Well, how's everyone doing?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Fantastic.
What was it like to reread that section? That ending for me was a little powerful. Got a little choked up.
Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing Moiraine coming into her own with the fighting there. It was great.
Yeah, but if you ever had like a land boner, like that one, just threw it over the edge.
Yeah, you know who has a land boner?
Nynaeve.
Well, Lesby Nerdy. Lesby Nerdy has a huge land boner.
Oh, that's great.
I was unaware of that.
Huh.
Okay, did I steal her term? I hope not.
Yeah, she was the guest on your show yesterday.
Yeah,
and you guys are doing a rewatch of the Ring of Power. Is that what it's called?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's the Lord of the Rings show on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was talking about how much she loves Lan so much she nicknamed the hot elf in that show Lan.
Okay. Nice.
That's awesome.
She calls him Elf Lan.
Is this all just book love, or is this just once we saw the buns?
No, both. She said she's loved him ever since the book.
Okay, good. So she's getting like everything she wants out of life.
Oh, I do too.
Amazing. Speaking of everything we want out of life.
You're right. Josh is everything we want from life. His name is Josh. He's everything we want from life. His name is Josh. Is everything we want. And so, he's just finishing the book. He's in the epilogue. They live happily ever after.
Man.
That's the reaction I get from most people when they see me.
Oh man.
Every time Josh finishes one of these books, he's like, "Oh man."
Every time he finishes.
Yeah.
Period.
Tom comes home. He's like, "Honey, I'm home." Oh man.
And that's the cats.
You call your cats Honey?
Mm-hmm.
Honey and KayK.
Like singular? All of the cats are just one honey? Got it.
Oh, MaTsDaGger.
Got it.
One cat, one name.
When I get home, I say, "Home, honey, I'm high."
MaTsDaGger.
And that's true.
You wonderful.
Oh, Matt.
Grok.
So amazing. We love you,
It's just
Matt.
the
I tried to grok. I don't know how well I do at it every week, but
The Beanie Groks.
Sorry.
Wait,
Josh, are you drinking the Cold Rocks Hold tonight?
something a little different tonight. It's not a traditional Cold Rocks Hold.
What do you got?
It's just like a whiskey ginger. It's boring.
What do you call it?
That's it.
Just
Whiskey
a
ginger? Is that a Scottish
Just boring whiskey ginger.
just a hot redhead.
I say we give
And
this drink a name. Oh, I got the Old Faithful. I got some Two Hearted Ale or IPA. Michigan's finest.
All I had to mix with my Tito's tonight was pomegranate juice.
All you
I feel like
had?
drinking it straight. Yeah, well, there was like nothing. It tastes weird with like the only other liquid that's in there is coffee creamer.
You don't have children.
That would be
You
a
don't have
weird
children,
white
obviously.
Russian,
'Cause-
I guess.
You mean in there meaning your refrigerator?
Refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Okay.
no, hold on, Tom. I've done a White Russian with half and half.
No, it was like coffee, like actual, like just like coffee
Fla-
creamer.
Like
half
powdered
and half.
creamer?
No, like a bottle of coffee creamer, like I don't know, not half and half, not like a carton.
Guys,
Maybe I don't
I
know.
think
Great sensations or some shit. Like
Yeah.
Unless it's like vanilla, if it's French vanilla or hazelnut or something, then no, it doesn't work. But if it's just
Yeah, it
plain,
was like it's French vanilla.
oh yeah, then that doesn't work.
Some
Good call.
bougie. Some bougie.
Bougie. Bougie uses French vanilla creamer, guys. Today I learned.
I mean, I think
Well, I
vanilla
mean,
white
it's-
Russians.
it
Vanilla
does-
white Russians are a thing, actually. I
It
think.
does say French.
White Russians?
Vanilla white Russians, yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
Vanilla vodka and vanilla Kahlua.
I want to try that. That sounds good as fuck.
You are a vanilla man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh. Ryan, what's your? Do you like White Russians? What's your opinion?
I like mind erasers.
That wasn't the question.
I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like creamy alcohols.
It's not what I heard.
Isn't the mind eraser like a black Russian?
I
Yeah,
don't
Black
see,
Russian
I don't
with
see
bubbles.
color. I don't see color. I've transcended
they're,
that.
they're now called Chechens.
I see
Josh.
felt and skin, and that's it.
And that's it, huh?
And a thick dividing line. Hey, I
I
want
don't
to.
know.
So, hey, let's get into Discord. I don't know where to join. I normally just jump in. Let's get some Discord folks in there. I want to say hi.
No, they're fuckers. It's okay.
All right.
They're all-
I'm trying
all
to class.
legacies it.
I thought this was a classy join. I walked in.
You're damn right. There's Bach playing in the background.
He thought it was a classy joint, so he smoked it.
Yeah. I'll smoke that.
I had some
Well,
friends
why-
over for dinner tonight, and my friend is really good at cocktails. And he brought over his Death & Co. cookbook and made some cocktails out of there tonight. I don't know if you guys have ever been to that bar in New York, but
No.
It's
I thought you-
Death and Company.
Death & Co. Yeah,
Okay.
No.
super cool cocktail bar. They like kind of started the craft cocktail. I hesitate to call it a revolution, but
Wait,
thing
I
in the
thought
US.
okay, so that's like macaroni and cheese, velvet, and then cocktails.
Craft cocktails.
Yeah, like I didn't know they own everything. God damn it, Kraft, man. Or is it Robert Kraft? Was it Robert Kraft? Are we talking Robert Kraft?
Yes,
The owner-
it was.
C-R-A-F-T, not K-R-A-F-T.
Yeah, you get a cocktail, Ryan, that's foamy up top, and then you get a little knife and you shave the top off, and then it looks just like Tom Brady's face, and then you drink it.
What if you're not foamy on top?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
no, that's Robert Kraft, because
okay.
he's the Gillette guy, right? Isn't he?
I don't know, Robert.
I don't know names. I don't know famous.
So there's
He
this
is, I
book that we're reading.
He's the guy from Gillette. Anyways. By the way, guys, look on TV. How is Gillette and razor companies have so much money to advertise? Seriously, it's
Because
ridiculous.
the product that they manufacture costs pennies on the $10.
Costs pennies,
Yeah,
and it's behind a locked case at CVS.
Yes. Do you know how many times I've been saved by that system?
What do you mean?
Insofar as you don't shave your beard off because
No,
it's
insofar as I'm gonna, I'm gonna impulsively shave my mustache. Yeah, that's what I mean. I was gonna get in
Ooh, I
there, shave
can't
my
wait.
mustache, and they were like, nope, and I was like, no, I'm
They're
okay.
like, I don't have the key.
I'm
Let me call
okay.
the
I'm-
manager.
They're like, no, you're sweating too much, sir. You gotta leave.
All right, chapter 24, guys.
Is that what that smell was?
Right, making use of invisibility, which Ryan does a couple times a show. He'll just
I thought it smelled musky.
make you some invisibility. This is the son of Kyrian. On the
Who is the son of Kyrian?
George.
Sorry.
George Kyrian. No, that one.
I know.
I'm showing the fans at home.
Lord Barthanes. Lord Barthanes is the son.
Was that the son that Katie got tossed off the roof?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, good.
So I thought, isn't it? I'm a little confused because last show I'm pretty sure someone said that we see that kid later, and that confused me when he got tossed off the balcony.
Well, that's later. We're seeing him.
Tossed
right
off the balcony. Is that a drinking application?
No, I thought you said later in the series. I see. You meant like 30 pages later in the series.
Yep.
No.
See?
Yep,
Yeah.
there he was.
Well, that was a misleading statement.
All
Yes,
right,
it was.
so I mean, his last words were "deja vu."
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna make this one.
Yeah,
I thought he was said, Lance Luck.
Yeah, luck be a lady tonight.
I'm here just for your emotional scars. But it starts off with Moraine she is presenting herself to the palace of what's her name is pretending Swan is pretending to be her maid Suki.
maiden. Suki.
Her sister.
Sooks.
She gets so to do that they hire men from where they were staying. They're in a sedan chair. These dudes are carrying them on their shoulders. Awesome.
It's a 4-door chair.
I want to be carried on scrawny men's shoulders. Just one time.
How scrawny and how many men?
Just 4 men that could
Just 4?
just scrawny enough that they can barely get
They're
me
not scrawny. They're wiry.
Wiry.
out. 4
I
wiry
mean, just to
men
be particular.
who hardly
Ryan,
look
can you,
strong
can you
enough to
turn your
bear weight.
headphones down a tiny bit, old man?
Yeah, man.
You talking to me? What?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Thank you.
They stop by the bank and Moraine gets some fat sacks. 10 of them. 10 fat sacks.
Oh yeah.
And they stop by a seamstress.
Should really see a doctor about those.
They go to Celine Durrellman, and she's the best. And they're like, "Here, we want these dresses. We want them tomorrow, baby."
She
She's
breaks
like,
all
"Oh."
the rules, all the dressmaker rules.
She's like, "What the fuck? There's the king of Malkiri's coming. No, everyone wants it." And she's like, "What a liar, Malkiri! You're so dumb, girl." Hey,
MaTsDaGger's got me.
click. She dumps 30 gold pieces down. Boom. She's all, "That's half." Another 30. Although I take 6 away every day it's late. Shrewd.
Yep. Just dumping that money out.
And it's like, oh yeah, sure. Now I can find out. I can totally get your dresses, no problem.
Moraine was bowling.
It did say that the line was, quote, "when they went down."
Giggity.
Uh-huh.
I mean, is that a drinking obligation?
Yes.
Did you say on
Okay.
your knees first?
And that, it just says when they went down.
Oh, okay.
Comma.
But who is they?
Oh, Swan and fuck! I just dropped my little bong. Swan and Moraine.
Okay, yeah, it totally works.
Bummer. So they get to they order the shit. They get to the palace, the Aishadar Palace. And she's going by the Lady Moraine Damaged. She's not advertising herself as an Aes Sedai, even though she could. She's coming there as a noble. Suki's just her little slave,
Her handmaiden.
her handmaiden.
I had one of those at my
and
wedding.
How was that?
It was weird, but it was also awesome. She
Did
just
it-
she always refilled our drinks. Like we never knew we would just put our drinks down and then they would be magically filled again.
Did they wear red and have white bonnets on their head?
That's a
It's not kinda
handmade,
handmade.
not a handmade in.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I often get those confused.
it's okay.
We know you're not worse than the way of the world, brother Ryan.
I haven't felt the pain yet.
I'll make you feel the pain. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Only enthusiastic consent, though.
No pain, no gain, baby.
I'm gonna hold. You gotta hold out for that.
Okay.
So
Bring pain.
they get rooms. They get a nice little suite, a room with a couple other rooms, maybe a wardrobe.
Appropriate to her station. I love how this is again these like parallels. It wasn't lost on me the parallels of the writing between Lan and Moiraine.
Yeah, she was giving
A lot of the
suitable
same
apartments.
stuff that we've seen before, where they're so alike, but so different in their ways as well. Different flavors of the same type of person. in
Yeah,
a
I
lot
know
of
exactly
ways.
what you're saying.
Culturally and other. I mean, there are cultural differences, but when you get to the root of it, it makes sense that they found each other.
They're also of similar circumstance, but also totally different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like Maureen's
Both
country
heirs
isn't
to a
gone,
throne.
but
Right.
she's gone from it.
And the game of houses looks kind of different for Lan, but it's still a game
Oh yeah.
that he's caught up in, right?
Oh yeah.
So again, it's just a lot of parallels and a lot of interesting ways that it's expressed in the writing, down to like repeating the same thought patterns and like terminology in the way that they approach the evaluation of like their entrance to the king's palace and stuff.
I would say Lan's Game of Houses is rooted in a tradition, while Moraine's is more fluid, perhaps, based on status. You know, it seems that Lan would never be from like a lesser house, even if it is a fallen house, I guess. I don't know. I'm just ruminating.
Well, I mean, her uncle was the king until he was killed. I mean,
And now it's like, yeah, the name is like Mud now. Well, not Mud, but
My name is.
Dennis Jason.
My name is
when we drove back from Legoland the other day, I did like a 90s, just put on one song after another of like 90s music that I listened to for some reason. It was fun. My Name is Mud made it into that
Yes.
Nice.
stream of consciousness mix.
Give you two more.
Um,
Any corn?
Puddle of Mud?
no, KMFDM. I forget which song it was, but it was great.
Uh huh.
Is
And,
that unbelievable?
Smells Like Teen
No.
Spirit.
What? That's Jesus Mary.
Lot of
That's
Nirvana.
Jesus Jones.
Nirvana.
Sublime?
Yep. No Sublime. I never got into Sublime. Too skate
Love
punky.
Sublime.
Too happy.
Well, Josh doesn't practice Santeria.
But he has a crystal ball, though. I thought.
I ain't got no crystal ball.
Awesome.
He can caress me down.
They are ostensibly at this palace in order for Swan, aka Suki, to use her the whole
Eminem, wow.
the peasants are invisible mentality and find out some information. Find out about Lady Inez. Apparently, Lady Inez had this baby. She even called it something regarding the sunrise that she saw over Dragonmouth, Reno or something. Yeah, I hear you.
Look, I don't like Pearl Jam, and I never got into Sublime.
Husker don't. Husker
I was a Dead Kennedys and Nirvana teenager.
I liked Nirvana too.
I'm sorry,
I
I was
also
getting
listened-
into my bubble.
I also listened to Onyx and DMX and Busta Rhymes and a lot of rap.
Right. Good stuff. Cypress
I imagine if when you're like rapping and then you could just use your hand and like do the scratching sound on your bald head, like yeah. Thank you. I was hoping to get more of like a beat and Wika Wika like combo, but
I'm not that skilled.
Okay.
I mean, that has emerged before on the show, but I don't know about tonight.
In the 90s, I generally wished I was a little bit taller. I wished I was a baller. I wished I had a girl who looked good. I would call her.
I'm gonna have to tell your lady who you were with the entire decade.
But oh snap! So Lady Inez, it turns out her husband died. She's in mourning. Fuck, Swan can't get anywhere near her. She's like, well, try. Is this a drinking obligation? Swan slipped out, but returned quickly.
Just slipped out.
Yes.
Just period.
Well,
I slipped out.
No, the whole thing. It's got to be all or nothing, Tom. She slipped out, but returned quickly.
Return quickly. Okay, yeah.
Is that
I
one
mean-
for you? All right.
I'm not giving that one to you. Sorry.
Well, no,
Hard
I think
disagree.
no. It's like a beautiful poem, right? Like if you like the word slipped out,
Have you been doing a lot of yoga to get that stretch in?
and then to return quickly, it's like it the accident is implied in the
Right.
first
I
verb.
think we have our first poll. Is that
Okay,
Swan slipped out, but returned quickly? Is that a drinking obligation? All right. Well, so she goes out.
I like slipped out better.
All right, Swan slipped out. But that's where she finds out that the lady Inez is in mourning. It's a drag. Brain's like, well, fuck. She'll see an eye to eye. Even if she's in mourning, I need to get to the bottom of this. I can't just hang out here. It's dangerous. Danger.
Danger, Will Robinson.
And apparently Swan's getting some from Cal.
Ooh, the man with seeing such pretty eyes.
Yeah.
Beautiful eyes.
I like how they're both kind of like trying to make each other jealous with random dudes. Like she's like, "Oh, why are you talking about Lance so much?" Well, I got this guy Cal. Another perfect opportunity for Robert Jordan to have put in some cue to their relationship. Like a little bit of them talking about each other. Like even in the beginning there, from my quote, when she was like, she noticed how the dress molded the other woman's hips and bosom. Like she could have said that, like she could have thought like, damn, or something like, just like showed that she enjoyed looking at Swan in some way instead of like making it a joke.
Right. And she is really judgmental. Moraine here shows her true colors by saying,
Jealous.
"That footman?
That peasant? You're going to cohort with that peasant? How dare you?
A mere footman?"
Hey, I don't think we should shame people for that.
You're going to show your cooter to that plebeian?
So the Shiatan shows up to take Moraine, the Lady Moraine, to meet Prince Briss. And she's like, yeah, tell her I'll be there.
They're going to the Princess Briss? They got a moil?
That
That joke's never going to get old for me.
This
All right,
guy's a real foreskin.
The poll is live for the Dan, and just knowing our audience, you know where this is going.
I'm gonna vote.
You can't vote.
I am. Watch.
That's voter fraud.
Look at it.
What are you doing?
It's Inception.
Wait, I'm trying to stop you, but
You can't.
the dive. Oh man, the diebold. All right.
He has the power, apparently.
If it's yes, we all have to drink. I haven't drank yet.
We have to wait to drink. I've just been drinking this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, even if I disagree with your analysis, I'm still drinking. So
It's an obligation. And this ends with pretty much, with Swan being like, tell Cal Suki wants him. She's like, what? And that's about it. What did I miss in regards to this chapter? It being the penultimate to the penultimate. The penultimate Eve chapter. I don't know. The second to last.
Pre-penultimate.
Pre-penultimate. There's not a whole lot that goes here except for,
I mean, they're like, I mean, there is something like Tom mentioned about their interaction here and like a lost opportunity to show a deeper relationship between the two of them. But then again, they are fresh out of college. They're fresh co-ed hotties who are pillow pals. And
Pillow pals.
they treat each other like they treated the rest of their cohort. I mean, they're kind of, basically like pranking one another and treating one another with like kind of needly.
Yeah. Like, she deserves to get some snippiness back at her.
All
Which
right.
again, feels like the naive.
Feel like you need to take a drink because the poll is closed. With 11 total votes, 81% say drink.
Democracy rules. Up, down.
No, this is a puppet democracy.
It's a
Puppetocracy?
Feltocracy.
Feltocracy, yes.
Feltocracy.
I felt that.
Puppetocracy.
Drink again? All right, I'm drinking again, Dovie.
No, pay us.
What?
We drink for tips.
What?
I'm sorry.
I thought we perform for tips.
Just so everyone knows, Ryan is not drinking tonight.
Well, yeah, and I sound like I'm the drunkest. Yeah, I'm great. Not drinking tonight. Drinking this.
Kombucha.
Uh-huh.
Soleil!
Soleil. Ryan's feeling hot. Da, 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 da.
All right, so what the next chapter is an answer. That's the name of the
And
chapter.
this is
This is the second to last. Yeah, it's
the
a
helm of
Lance helm
the
that he never
Lance
wears.
hand? Right.
That he never wears. The one that he never wears ever. It's the one from the front of Eye of the World that
The helmet he never wears. You're right.
So we have Moraine being led by the Chatayan. Sorry, I just like saying that. They're going to see Prince Briss, and she gets a little peek at Bukama and Ryan practicing their sword fighting.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan. I like that. And she spends a little time talking to Briss and some of his family, and that's where she learns Lan is actually a king. And she has like she gets a little lightheaded there.
Woozy.
Like, oh my god! No way!
Oh my god!
She's so much so that she even pretends that she's unwell to be led back to her rooms by Ellis, the serving girl. Which on the way back she runs into Marine, which is fantastic. Now this is an interesting.
I do love that she evaluates herself as boring in the eyes of the wealthy.
Yeah, because she's not
interacting on par with their expectations of drivel and small talk.
Yep. So they think her droll and probably weird.
So Tom, actually, before we skip over, she learns about who Lan is through the son, Durek.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Why you got all them bruises?" And he's like, "Oh, it was Lan's luck. I wasn't killed. They say he's the best swordsman. He's the king of Malkiri. She's like, what?
She said, what?
And he's like, all stars in his eyes. Yeah, he's the greatest. But yeah, just that luck then later comes into play when they realized that's why they got rid of him, I guess.
Liveried servants offered sweetmeats and nuts.
All right. No, I hear you, bro.
I mean,
Good
yes.
on you. Good eye, they say in Little League.
Oh, I thought you were saying hello in Australian.
Good eye.
Good eye. Yeah, they say that in Australian Little League.
Oh, okay. I
Good eye.
I see. I had an issue because I was trying to remember all of the drinking obligations because I was listening to it this afternoon instead of reading it, so I didn't get to highlight anything in pink. Though I listened to the chapter like 2 or 3 times, the last 3 and the epilogue. I really do enjoy the epilogue. Anyway, let's finish this chapter. So the conversation between Marine and Moiraine is pretty cool. I actually really do enjoy this conversation. Where did you gain from this conversation here, Josh? Did you glean anything?
Sorry, which conversation?
Between Marine Sedai and Moiraine.
But okay, we're a little further. Marine's eyes. The Marine is a Black Aja. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems pretty obvious at this point. I mean, even before getting to the last chapter where they fight, like.
Yeah.
So when she said that Laurel had changed her mind, I mean, did you think, oh, that's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
either she killed her or she's also a Black Aja, one or the other. I mean, those are the 2 options, right?
Yeah.
Quote, Moiraine held herself erect. Yeah, all right.
Was it her nipples, or did she have like?
We might have to revisit the video how Robert Jordan writes the Wheel of Time. I'll find that.
Does he have like a checklist on how many? Like, no, he has a quota of how many times he has to say fingered and erect.
You'll see. That's great.
So yeah, I like that she kind of picked up on where she realized at this point like the Black Aja must be able to lie. How and this is when she realized it's like it kind of hits her right in this conversation.
Right.
So which means Moiraine has been hunting the Black Aja for near 25 years in the beginning of in the books. That's pretty cool. Where were we? Okay, so then she she goes to Lan. She goes to Lan's apartments. This I liked was when she actually goes in and presents herself as an Aes Sedai, and the serving maid in the room has to be like, nope, sorry, and like closes the door in her face.
He said, tell Aes Sedai to fuck up. Master Lan is unavailable for Aes Sedai at this moment.
Yeah, she's not taking anyone right now. I'm sorry. I'm dreadfully sorry about
bloody Aes Sedai to flaming fuck off.
Yeah.
Master Lan is unavailable for Aes Sedai.
Yes, he's currently engaged otherwise.
Right.
And she just barges in, which is fantastic, and then gets mesmerized by him flapping around with his sword, looking like a dancer or something like that. I'm pretty sure she says.
He has a small golden locket swung at his neck and, quote, claw marks from some wild animal on his back?
Wild animal,
or
yeah.
marks left by a woman?
Ooh. And then she visualizes that and gets all hot and bothered.
It says, could this cold man actually inspire such passion in a woman that she would... ... She felt her cheeks heating at the image that popped into her head. Let him have as many women as he wished, so long as he did what she wished.
And why are we not drinking?
Isn't it supposed to be like out of context?
That's
just hitting me on the head. I mean, I'll drink.
No, I just thought. I mean, that's the actual real deal right there.
Yeah.
Moiraine.
I'm drinking. I'll drink.
You'll be a woman soon.
I like the thought of like like him pulling that Kurt Cobain when Ryan, remember in that interview when he's like, yeah, we had sex. He's like, how was it or something? And he pulls up his shirt and his like, back is completely all tore up. He's like,
yeah, I think that's a infamous Rolling Stones video interview. Yes,
yep.
He died soon after.
Well, Lan tears him up, man.
Yep. I mean, yep.
He tears him up. Tom, he tears him up.
Tears him up.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm not.
Hashtag land tears?
Lan tears him up.
Jesus.
Does he slap at a base as well?
He's slapping the bass.
Okay. I was just checking.
Lan tears him up.
Lan's an e-ticket, baby.
This conversation between Arel and Moiraine when she gets back to her rooms after Lan kicks her out, essentially, is hilarious. Like this woman is hilariously bad at being like covert. I feel like because you know as we find out later in the chapter, what's her face Marine kind of sent her there, but like, damn, son. She was just she goes in there and she's the way she's throwing herself around and stuff. It's just like obvious. I'm surprised Moiraine didn't pick up on it. Though. You're here, Mistress Dovie. You're here with us. Anyway, Siuan and Moiraine. Siuan comes back and tells her what she learns from Cal, which is. Inez's son was born the day after Yatara Moroso's foretelling, so it's even more likely that he might be the Dragon Reborn. So now they're really excited. And she led Cal to believe that she had actually been dismissed from Moiraine's service because she spilt wine on her, and Cal's trying to get her to move in with her. So that was I feel like that was another little jab at Moiraine, like, yeah, Cal wants me to move in with him.
So she does ask Lan. She says, hey, I want you to tell me what's going on with Marine. And he's like, I'll ask Bukkake and Ryan. And she's like, not Ryan, just Bukkake.
Yeah. She feels like, what is, oh yeah, I forgot about that. She feels like he'll immediately give in because like of how enamored he was with her when she said she was an Aes Sedai.
Mm-hmm. And then Lady Ezelle comes up and talks to Moiraine. Is like, take me to the White Tower. I want to be. I don't want to. I want to marry. I want to marry a Green Warder. That's what I'm going to be, a Green Aja, so I can marry a Warder and be awesome. She's like, that's not how it works. I'll test you maybe, but I ain't got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And then she says that she was tested and that she'll be pretty powerful.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. We never actually find out if she's telling the truth with that, though.
Was it a rapid test or was it a PPV
It's probably the long
test?
test. It's probably the long one.
Okay.
She had to wait for results.
PCR, yeah.
But then, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the chapter. Is there anything else that we missed there, Josh? Or Josh's beanie?
I mean, I like how she explains about what happened with Malkir and the Aes Sedai that Lan had been wondering. And I wonder how much that trust-making session leads to his later behavior.
Because she actually answered him
connected.
honestly.
Yeah. I think it's important in terms of the story that he doesn't believe she's Aes Sedai for so long, and that she is such a master of deceit in a sense of like playing all these different roles, and his opinion of her as like a troublemaker and hard woman, like all of those are important in what comes in the epilogue, right? Like he doesn't just see her as an Aes Sedai. He sees her as something different, more and other, in addition to that. And I think that is what ultimately opens the door for like their relationship to blossom. If that makes sense. Like
Oh yeah.
if she had just come in spouting her ring, ageless face, like prim and proper, like he would not. They never would have entered into the moment where the epilogue can happen.
Yeah.
I think.
No, yeah, no, that's fair.
It is good
they built a lot of
storytelling. Like
trust.
that aspect of it is good storytelling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like complicated, but
He is in a lot of ways she's breaking a lot of the ideas of what all the Aes Sedai were in Land's Head,
right.
and he kind of likes
Right.
that.
Which makes sense because their whole thing is like portraying this mythology about what they are to the rest of the world, and their ability and success rate are in a way based upon maintaining that mythology. And here he sees her as a person and as someone who's flawed and complex and real in the sense of like not a perfect mythological queen of sorcery or whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
They portray them as priestess of sorcery. Yes, I like that aspect of this, even though like kind of getting into details again, a lot of the parallels are pretty cool, but there are some kind of like eye-rolly little bits here and there.
Yeah, wow. There's a lot of that.
You know, those when you see like those when you close your eyes and you see like those little specks that kind of move across your vision, even though your eyes are closed. I call those eye rolly little bits myself, Josh.
We always
Okay.
called them floaties.
Yeah, actually, I do call them floaties too. I was trying to incorporate eye rolly little bits.
I roll
mean,
your little bit right now.
What child didn't have their first psychedelic experience by just pressing on their eyes in the sun? I mean, if you're from Florida, anyways.
I think they have sun. I think they have the sun in other places too. I'm not sure.
I think that's
They
a
do,
symptom
they
of
do.
heat stroke. That's a common symptom of heat stroke. Pressing your eyeballs for relief. Like, no,
Right.
I'm
think-
glad you got out of it alive.
I think what we would do right after like we learned like to push. I mean, but it wasn't like this learning thing. But I remember doing like flashlights with eyes closed and moving a flashlight from one eye to the other and one eye to the other and watching like you could see all it seemed like you'd see all the veins and see like everything just exploding. I don't know. It's just like a little kid freaking fireworks show.
we just
really?
did shrooms.
We just did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing this at like 7 though, so I wasn't quite to shroom territory yet. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're just more hardcore up in New York.
the thing is, the mushrooms actually grew in like the cow pasture next to my house. So-
Ah,
Papa Tom's like, well, the crack just grew like 2 doors
down the street from my house, yeah. Fucking A.
it's true.
It's true. Yeah. Every word of
Or
it.
the cola in the rocks.
Are we jumping to the final chapter? Chapter 26, Josh?
Bum, bum, bum.
The ultimate chapter.
I mean, we're cooking right now.
When to
We are
surrender.
cooking. Chapter 26.
Well, these are like relatively short chapters.
I know. Do we want to take? We're going straight or take a break?
So is this the black
No,
and
that's
white
right.
Aja? What is this icon in this chapter? I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
This
no, I
is-
totally agree. I really feel like it's a black. It's the black head and the white head on the white head. So it's a. I think it's a play on like the ancient Aes Sedai symbol /
It is,
Black
right? But it's
Aja.
like the Aja, black Aja, what?
Yeah.
Colored Aja.
Yeah, I think so as well. Right off the bat, drinking obligation.
Whoop.
Guys,
What-
Land
what?
slipped through the corridors.
Land slipped
Yeah?
through the corridors.
Slipped.
Oh,
Land
slipped.
Slipped.
Yes.
Slipped through the
Yes.
corridors.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, all right.
I'll take that.
Thank you.
I mean, like, So probably a loose woman if you call her vagina the corridors, but
Okay.
Well, but it still brought your mind there, so I think it worked.
it did. No, 100%.
The corridors.
He's sneaky.
Heard worse.
Sneak. Oh.
I like to call it the Great Halls of Tarakas.
Sneak. Uh-oh, he sees people. Let's hide. Ooh. Can't see me.
Oh wait,
Can't see me.
where's my
I don't
cloak?
even remember.
Need my-
I don't even remember. And it's Marin, Sadai, and someone else. And he's like, oh, I'm behind here. I'm behind the curtain.
Get in there, Dan. Get it. Oh, look at that.
I don't see him anywhere.
Can't see who? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm hiding.
It's me. So, Lance,
Ryan's got the ostrich shit going on there.
Oh, you can't. I'm hiding.
What? Tom's hiding too. Tom has an invisibility cloak.
Yeah. I think he's a little more sophisticated than me, but I think it's both working.
I think all three of them worked, Ryan.
I'm hiding too.
Where's Josh? I don't
wins.
even see him.
Josh wins. Josh.
Where'd he
Stop
go?
that, bitch.
Can I top that? I'll top that.
Oh,
Let's go.
man.
Pop it, Tom. Pop it off.
Josh hasn't said that phrase since the strip bar in Vegas.
That's when he was stripping, right?
Yes. Yeah, and he was so famous.
All right, I'm definitely out of
He
here
was
now.
so famous. It'd be
Magic
like
sus?
he was the only guy in Chippendales with a beanie on.
Chat has to chat.
They actually
Josh's-
fired me because I would refuse to take off my
Yeah,
hat.
no, but you'd actually get fully naked, but the tip of your penis had a little beanie on
little
it.
beanie on it too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chat has to give Josh his stage name. Josh's stage name from chat.
Oh, great idea! Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to hear that.
What's Josh's stripper name?
So Lan is like, all right, fine. I gotta go deal with. He's slipping through the corridors. He wants to go talk to
After the Cody.
Dane or whatever. Actually, no, he's off to go talk to Bukaki. He's like, it says, quote, he had to talk to Bukaki about dreams.
Okay, so this made me think,
Yes.
like what we talked about last show. When a TAVERN is nearby other people, their dreams affect others.
So who's the
Yeah.
TAVERN?
Last week we said it was Lan.
Uh-huh.
Well, let me read this line to you as you're thinking, Josh. It says, the only thing to do when faced by an opponent you cannot defeat was to run unless your death could serve some greater purpose. And he was very much wanted to run. Only Bukama held him here. Bukama and a dream.
Right.
Is Bukama the TAVERN here?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Okay, because Lan wants to split, but he feels like he's being held. But Bukama did give his oath. So, and also Bukama has that history.
I mean, the dream could be the dream of the Malkiri people, or Eden's dream.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a sleeping dream, but it did make me wonder, like,
He feels responsible for the Malkiri that are there, right?
yeah.
So as he is going, the most graceful man on earth falls down the stairs. Something grabs his ankle. Something pushes his shoulders. Whoa! Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, Lord Jesus God,
Go
help me.
limp! Go
My
limp!
shoe, my
Help me.
shoe. Go blow. Help me,
Help me,
blow.
please. Help me, please.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I see. Running would end Eden's dream of reclaiming Malkier. Her support would fade like mist under a noon sun once people learned he was gone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for him to just split, it seems like would end all his issues.
Yeah, that's and like I mean, he's literally talking about it. Like in order to win this fight that he can't fight with his sword, he has to run.
All right, well, hey, let's return before we get too far back. I know this was not an actual official name for Josh's stripper name, but I'm just going to go with it. Mushroom cap, that's one.
Nice.
If for those who are shaped like the ex-president, Mr. Josh Jangles.
Okay, MrHowley.
Mr. Josh Jangles.
Dexter says Josh is obviously Joshy Pie Sweetie Cunt.
Thanks, Kay.
Cuns.
Cun dollar sign.
I think she just doesn't want to use the C word on air.
And then the Cerebral Cervix Assassin.
Cerebral cervix. I like it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm more interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rate this as like, what is a cerebral cervix? Because once I find it, I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Nice.
Nice. Well, keep us all informed, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the lookout for that cerebral cervix.
I think my porn name was Furry Pines. If you follow the formula.
Furry Pines.
First pet name, first street you grew up on.
Well, that's weird because Ryan and I would have the same like porn name then.
Perfect. You could
And
do
it would
stunt doubles.
be KC Masters.
KC
Or
Masters,
you'd
yeah.
be Squeaker Masters.
Squeaker Masters, yeah. I'd be Squeaker Masters.
Nice.
KC Masters.
I'd be Simon, Wisconsin.
You named your dog Simon?
No, we got him named that.
Oh, okay. That's fun. It's a people name.
All right, hey, I'd love to hear your guys' chat's porn names.
Yeah. Brothers in porn. Yeah, sure.
We're brothers.
High five.
That was their
We're gonna
first
do-
business name, Brothers and Porn.
We're gonna do the wobbly H.
Is it wrong that I'm getting a little turned on?
No, that was designed for that. Chip Willow, nice. Major Roby,
Nice.
Roby. Nice.
nice.
Wait, what was that? Chip Willow?
Okay, I'm writing all these down. I think I'm gonna break some passwords tonight.
Willow. Yeah.
Oh man, if I still worked at JordanCon, I'd have access to the badge names. I would totally change his badge name to one of these.
Oh, okay. There's a whole story about Clit Mopper,
Clip Mopper Sutherland.
but yes, the first pet was named Clit Mopper.
Huh.
Yeah, that's Ryan. We're
a little inappropriate. Okay.
While we are not PG, I don't know if we're down to talk about clip
mopping
dogs.
Well, I mean, you guys realize every time you say it, we're drinking, so that's 4 times, 5 times.
So, something jerked
That's
his
a man
ankles.
drinking fucking sparkling water.
Yeah. I just got to pee a lot.
So Land tried to get killed, and while he's like at the bottom of the stairs, all weeded out, he's like, "Oh, so many bruises." Someone runs up. He's like, "We're looking everywhere for you, my lord." Quote,
Lord
"It's your
Mandarb.
man, Bukaki. Come quickly, my lord. He may still be alive." And Land's like, flame. He runs. He's like, run, go. And it's an unfortunate situation, but there are potential drinking obligations here, guys. So, quote, Bukama lay face down.
Okay.
Wait.
No.
Face down, but that's the way I like to.
Wait.
Okay. Hey,
Nice.
Wooden hilt of a dagger rising from the dark stain.
Yeah.
Brother Dan, this is the most
One of
emotional moment of the book. Bukaki. All of a sudden, you change his name to the accurate name.
If you have a dark
Bukama.
stain, if you have a
There's a
problem with
wooden
dark
hilt-
stains, you should
A
probably
wooden
get
hilt
a bit
rising from a dark stain.
A wooden hilt. What's the stain? I'm
Ryan.
Jesus.
Ryan, there is no context.
Manscape.
For real. Or just bleach.
Come and lay face down.
Bleach.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Bleaching.
Wouldn't help.
Okay, well, let's talk anal bleaching.
Shooting from a.
Like
Tom already did.
No, yeah, and it was traumatic, and he's never been the same since. But he's now publicly saying it's not so bad. I feel like we have a different Tom in the show tonight. Are we having a multiple?
Kneeling, Lan, close those eyes.
I'm trying to move past my pain.
One of my favorite Nirvana albums is Bleach.
I mean, Bukkake and kneeling, Lan, close those eyes is pretty good together.
Yeah.
God damn it! All right, drink.
Yeah.
I
By the
feel
way,
like
guys,
Lan is not broken up enough about this. Is my opinion.
I'm also not that familiar with dead bodies, but how does a body that loses muscle function still look surprised? Like, I was trying to look surprised and try to be dead. Like, Ryan, I actually did do this. I tried to be like, I'm surprised, and surprise is all in the eyebrows. It's all in the eyebrows and the forehead. You're like,
all right. So, Brother Dan, just turn around and then turn back. I think.
But yeah, but I can't do it dead. You cannot be dead and look surprised.
Hold on. We'll just let me get a. We'll just kill you first. Hold on a second.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have.
What are you?
my
You're killing
sword
him
is
by
gone.
masturbating?
Right.
What are you
I was
doing?
looking for my sword, but it's gone.
Oh, okay.
Well, why can't rigor mortis set in while you have a surprised look on your face?
Because rigor mortis doesn't set in instantly. So unless someone is pushing your your eyebrows up and your forehead into that position until your muscles
I think he was
there.
I think he was reading.
Once you
his
die,
eyes.
like any surprise goes. Ugh.
I think he was taking a poetic license there.
I'm just saying.
Robert Jordan, poetic license? It
I'm
should be
just-
revoked.
Guys,
That's true.
Ryan, that's the next poll. Can someone look surprised when they're dead?
Okay. All right. Poll's coming up.
I love.
It doesn't
that
say
you
that
just
his
have
face.
every
Just to be clear, to close read the paragraph.
poll. His
It
staring
doesn't
eyes
say
look
his
surprised.
face looked surprised. Lan interprets his staring eyes as surprised.
Yeah, it could be because there's a knife in his back, and
Back.
that could be where.
Yeah, but you still go. I don't
Well,
know,
if your eyes
yeah.
are staring, I mean,
Wait, Josh. And then wait, and then can you still stare when you're dead? Like, no, no, all muscles stop. That's you making muscles going. "Rrr."
You know, Steve Jobs' last words was "Wow," and then dead. No, wow. All wow goes away. All right. It looks like I can start a poll, but also at some point, look at this, a new option. I can start a Q&A. It says answer viewer questions live. Let's return to that. No, I don't know. Let's just do a live testing of that after we finish the chapters. All right. Can you be shocked and dead at the same time?
Yes. I voted.
I love this. I love this question, Ryan. You're the best.
Thank you.
All right. So in the meantime, he goes. Bukkake's dead. Oh no! There's a knife in his back. Oh no! What happened? Oh no! This guy knows everything. How could someone sneak up on him? Shadows don't even sneak up on him. What's going on? He was like, he's like fucking. He just like splits. He's like, all right, I gotta go. He said, rising, he began to run again, not away from anything though, towards someone. And that someone turns into, well,
Moraine.
Moraine. That's not who he intended to run into. He was like, oh gosh.
Brother Dan, I'm calling you out. I do believe that you could die frozen in a rictus of fear. I'm gonna create an account and vote.
No, there's no way. There's no way. In my mind, you could do your most outrageous fear face, but those are all muscles that cease to work when you die.
No, crime scene investigators all around the world, they open the door and they just they know what's happening. They go, okay, this person was horny. This person
this guy was
afraid.
Totally in the middle laughing. So it's just like this.
They're like become wax museum figures.
That makes crimes pretty easy.
Yeah.
Then like the person's pointing. No. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, it's like Pompeii.
They just prop him back up. They're like, all right, he was pointing that way.
Brother Tom.
Moraine, when she sees Lan, she found herself fingering her belt knife.
Oh Jesus!
Always. That belt knife gets a lot of play in this fucking book.
We finger, we drink. He was like, hey, Bukkake's dead. Hey,
what did you get him mixed up in?
Someone tried to kill me. I saw Mirren. There's probably no way she saw me because I'm super good at being hiding. I'm the best at hiding. No way she saw me.
Some people would say the greatest.
I'm the best hider. That you know what? Lots of everyone's saying. Lots of people.
Huge hider. I do it.
No one knows hiding more than me.
Nope.
All my friends, they know hiding really well.
Yep. I talked to the best hiders. The best hiders say I'm the best. They said it.
He just won a golf tournament and didn't even golf the first day of the tournament because he was at the funeral for Diamond.
Yep.
But they used a score that he did earlier that week.
Yeah, really?
And people said, okay, that works.
He's master of the foot wedge. Out of shrubbery, he'll just fucking kick that shit.
Yeah. Anyways, and he's like, all right, so everyone's dead. Someone just tried to kill me. Bukkake's dead. Mirren's probably cool, so what the fuck, Moraine? And she's like, perhaps I should not have asked Bukama to watch Mirren. She is very dangerous. And right then, Moraine's like, that woman is Black Aja. Yeah, it's
absolutely.
Just saying that to someone who isn't an initiate of the tower is just admit it for an Aes Sedai to admit that Black Aja exists.
Dan, right at that moment, the soundtrack goes, Black Aja!
Gonna kill every one of us.
Let me get the baby and kill it.
Black
Aja! That pause is tricky. You want to go earlier, but it doesn't.
Proud of us.
So Moraine comes up with the. She's like, all right, let's go find Briss. He's like, well, she says, yeah, it was Miriam that's probably tried to kill. She doesn't say that she doesn't say the word Black Aja. That the quote is, perhaps I should not have asked.
She thinks it to herself, but
yeah, she's very dangerous. And then
it's later. It's later when she says that in the epilogue. My bad.
Right. It says, if you care for the girl, I suggest you find as quickly as possible and keep her away from Marion. Meaning the daughter per se. And she's like, we gotta go find Brent. We gotta find Briss.
Breeze.
Let's go find him. No, don't tell anyone.
Where would he go to be alone?
Right. Take me.
We already know that Lan knows that because they had their conversation there about Lan being a king.
Is
call that a
this?
callback.
I underlined this.
Callback.
The quote.
It just
Jerk-
happened last week. Sorry. Don't call it a callback.
Jerked angrily and he growled.
Giggity.
That's some dark web shit.
Right? That works, right?
Yeah.
His head jerked angrily and he growled.
I'm pretty sure
don't
there's a
know.
whole genre of porn dedicated to that.
I know, but I don't like anger porn. Crazy.
Hey man,
That's
I'm
the
not gonna
last
harsh-
place I want.
I
that
won't
happen.
yuck anyone's yum as long as it's consenting.
Yeah, come on. Don't yuck a yum.
Yuck. Yeah.
Yucky yum.
All right.
They get to that walk, and guess what? Her hunch was fucking right. Miriam was there, surrounded by the glow. Briss and Dirk are like all like twisted by the rail. They're like, ow. Estelle is like all frowning. It says, and Ryan there is just glowering. His arms folded across his chest. So he was a dark friend, she thinks.
But before we get too far away from it, she does. It's a little crazy, you know. She thinks about how Marine was 100 years in Aes Sedai before she was ever even born.
Right.
That's like
Right.
Marine is old.
Right. And knows her stuff if you're in
Yeah.
Aes Sedai for that long, you know.
Yeah, and Cadsuane says that she's even more like Cadsuane right now is like the most powerful, like one of the most powerful. I said she says Marine is stronger than her. Earlier in an earlier chapter, so that's pretty cool.
So we also learned that Estelle.
Brother Dead.
Please.
See who else is crossing their arms?
Oh.
Wait,
Are they under? Well, they were kind of over. They were over your breasts, not really underneath them.
Oh wait,
Hold
wait.
on. Am I Ryan's brother Dan?
So Ryan must be the one who killed
It's hard to get up there.
Bukaki, right?
Yeah, I mean,
He's
why?
probably the
else would
only
you be
one who
surprised?
Bukaki would trust enough to get near him and not suspect.
and be surprised by it. Yeah,
Right.
All right, everyone, we're dark friends.
Yeah, I'm
I
dark friend.
knew it.
It finally came out. Yes.
Does that
KayK came
mean all
out.
of the
KayK
the
came
emo
out
kids
early, but
in
yeah.
high school, all the emo kids in high school are also dark friends. They always sit against the wall
No,
with
those
their arms
lazy.
All the other kids
Assholes.
with the pumped up kicks?
We've trained on sword, we trained on horse, we trained on bow, we trained our minds, our
dick.
bodies to follow the Dark
up.
Lord,
Oh, sorry.
and I'm ready to take you down, Lan.
Cannon in the reeds! Oh, turkey in the parking lot!
Ham and eggs on rye.
Bacon, egg, cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Ooh, that's a fast one.
Salt, pepper, ketchup. It's one word. Salt, pepper, ketchup.
They're gonna get some Metro checkup.
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't even know what they're saying, Ryan.
I don't speak that language.
I really want
Bacon, egg, and cheese,
cheese
salt, and pepper
now.
ketchup.
Yeah, I really want a bacon, egg, and cheese. Fuck.
So Maureen jumps in right when Estelle is saying, quote, and I could hardly bring Lord Derek to you without his father, she was saying petulantly. I did make sure no one knows, but why? So she only wanted the boy. What was that?
Only
Was
the
that
boy.
a sword?
Someone just unsheath a sword.
Yeah,
What was that?
Oh, my arm, my arm stick got crazy. Moon's over
Okay.
my hammy. God, I must have eaten that like over 10 times in my life.
Ryan, Denny's was the place to go after every concert.
Yep.
Every concert when we were in high
You
school.
go sit
we
in
went to
Denny's, order a
Denny's.
cup of coffee, smoke a cigarette in the restaurant
Yeah.
for some fucking reason.
No, get like hash browns, like midnight hash browns.
We used to just go to diners. There were no Denny's or Waffle Houses up in New York. They were just like
They were
like
the
regular,
things
like-
that those restaurants are based on, where they
Yeah.
actually started. Yeah.
just like roadside diners. Individually
Jealous.
owned
Yep.
roadside diners.
Yeah. Well, did you have like all night diners out there?
Yeah, they were 24 hours.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much Denny's. We went there because it was the only place that was open. And like after the Cure concert, that place was packed with freaks. It was so fun.
It was great.
So many freaks, so many people in makeup.
And the waitress is just like,
awkward
oh, what show is this you're at?
And
Oh.
they're like, I don't even want to talk to you. But in this harsh light of a Denny's,
Can I get the saddest mashed potatoes?
All the eyeshadow, the
KayK.
running eyeshadow,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, it was so good.
faded black.
good. So much torn fishnet, you know.
Everyone smells horrible.
Everyone smells like Rager Wilford. Remember him?
Everyone smells
guilt.
like regret.
Yeah.
So
No, that was just you, Ryan.
Fuck you.
Moraine tries to like throw a shield. She's like, Kame, shield! And Miriam's like, block. How about my own shield? She's like, block. Oh no, chop, chop, chop. And the whole time, Miriam's like holding these two people like all in air. They're like all.
Uh-huh.
The best part about this is Briss is tied up on the side over there. Land's fighting with Ryan, and Moraine and Marine are just like this.
Staring at one another.
Yeah. So that to everyone else, they're just
Right. But in the show, they'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Because
which is so much more entertaining.
Which will be visually acceptable. But yeah, channelers are just like maybe
boring
muttering
as
to
fuck.
themselves. Yeah. Land's losing. He got cut down his face. Ryan's pretty fucking good.
Yep.
Better than him.
And Baron's like,
Mirren does say that Rin killed Bukaki. Okay, cool.
right.
I couldn't remember
It's
for
that-
sure if we read it outright or not, but
Yeah.
you took
Yeah,
care of
you
the
took care of the
spy.
Spy,
Rin.
yeah.
You did well enough killing the spy, Ryan. And see if you can make certain the younger one this time. And meaning Lan. And then they fight. Moraine and Mirren are staring at each other. And Mirren's like, this is bullshit. And throws Dirk right over the wall.
Yep.
She's like, no.
She's pretty accomplished channeler. She's holding what? So there's three weaves of air because she's holding a rel too. So she's got 3 weaves of air. She's controlling one of the weaves of air to lift the kid up and throw him off the fucking thing, and fighting Moraine all at the same time.
Yeah. Tom, you're like the person who watches crime dramas, but like is impressed with how clever the criminals are.
Hey, man.
He's like, you gotta hand it to him.
Listen, game recognizes game, son. Like, what?
And Tom, to your point, it says Breeze's head twisted following his son, and his mouth worked around an unseen gag. So she even threw air gags in there.
Yep.
And tied him off.
Air gags. That was my stage name for a little while. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, is that when you were performing in drag in Brazil?
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, I was just at a festival and I wanted to have fun. Okay.
And it's spelled H-E-I-R.
We lost to Josh again.
I'm still here. I just need to blow my nose.
Oh,
okay.
thank you. You can mute it too.
His
Ryan.
nose is actually his boyfriend's name.
The poll's not going well for me.
Oh, I forgot I had that. Let me go.
I don't know why people would think that. Oh, I didn't say you can't be shocked and dead, but do you look shocked? I think people were confused. They must not. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't, how dare you?
Don't gaslight them. Don't gaslight them.
You're
sir.
you're like Trump saying like the taxes are too complicated. Don't look there. Don't.
They don't
You'll never
understand.
understand.
I don't
What,
do
you're
it 'cause
disagreeing
I'm
with
smart.
me?
I'm smart.
These are very complicated numbers. I pay the best Jewish lawyers. I don't even understand them. I don't even understand these numbers. They're so complicated.
So
All right.
Dirk gets thrown over the wall. Moraine loses her concentration, goes, no, and boom. She gets hit with a shield.
A cudgel of air.
It says, quote, she could see the shield Marine was holding on her, and even a weaker woman could maintain the shield once in place. She can't even stand at this point. But she struggles to her knees. She can't channel, but she's starting to tip Briss over the wall. She's like, it says, turning away from Moraine, Briss rose above the wall. The stocky man's face never changed. He was glowering. But while he starts to go, he's just like, I don't care. Hard face, as he's being tipped over the wall. Moraine, just gets to her feet, pulls out her belt knife, and just sticks it right in this woman's back to the hilt. Blood splurting over her hands. But Briss had already fallen. He got chucked. And Eselle's being put over. And Moraine's holding on to Eselle. She's like, don't let go. Don't let go. And
Don't let go, Jack.
I'm trying. It's slippery. And she's like, seriously, don't let go. And she's like,
sorry.
I just tried to use the power. And Moraine's like, I can't use the power for some reason. And it sounds like, well, this is bad for me. Shoo.
Oh, no.
End scene.
That was beautiful. Yes, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Right? It could have gone worse. I feel okay about that. When we meet at the Denny's later, let's talk about this.
Yeah, we will.
And so Eselle drops to her doom. It sucks. I'm sorry. Really bummed. She is watching Eselle fall, and Lamb pulls her back and is like, quote, never watch a death you don't have to. You know what, guys?
It's an interesting bit of information there. Huh?
Guys, when you go into your dark, deep, dirty rabbit holes on YouTube, or not even YouTube, your other tubes.
Other tubes. Plural
never
tubes.
Watch a death. Never watch a death you don't have to, guys. You can't unwatch that.
Fair enough.
Lance says it's a black day, as black as ever I've seen. And because this sucks, man. Ryan was his boy. He had to kill Ryan. That was his first girlfriend's daughter, who was maybe his fiance at some point in the future. Who knows? Plus the prince and his 10-year-old son, 8-year-old son. Shitting.
And the future never uncrowned queen of Malkir.
Right. And so Land's like, shit, I gotta go tell her mom, my first girlfriend.
Yep.
My what's it called? The
Carniera.
The quinceañera?
Carniera, yeah. That his daughter's dead. It sucks.
I do love these further parallels where Rand says, "You're a cool one, Aes Sedai." Again, water references to some degree. As cool as I must be, and then like a lament. What is it called when you're in church and you do the thing
Genuflect?
Pray?
No.
Communion?
No.
You fake having conversations with somebody
Check your
that's
football
not there.
scores?
No, where you follow the words of the Lord's Prayer or whatever, right?
Okay, yeah. It's a good old call and response. Yeah.
Well, following a pattern, yeah. And then Rand says, "You're a very hard woman. I'm as hard as I must be." It's like they follow this formula.
Oh yeah. And peace be with you, and also with you.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Right. I'm as wet as you're a wet woman. I'm as wet as I must be.
Hubba.
Catechism. catechism there. Thanks, MaTsDaGger.
No, that's where
Thank
dead
you.
people are found under cities.
Close.
So Moraine is bummed that she couldn't hold on. She could not channel to save this woman. Why couldn't she channel, Josh?
Pussy.
Has she been cut off from the source? I think
She just didn't
come back
yet.
yet. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
got hit in the head with something. And she was woozy, so she said, like it says, even though the shield was down, she couldn't channel even if she wanted. Like a paragraph before that.
Well, she does get her powers back. She heals Lan. She floats Marine's body over the edge and burns it to fucking shit. Pow! Flame so hot there was no smoke. Only a thick shimmering in the air and the occasional crack of a splitting rock. She's like, burn it all. There's no proof she's Black Aja.
Let God sort it out.
And that was the first time that she mentions to Lan the term Black Aja.
Yeah.
Black!
Is Aja! God damn it.
Almost.
All right, I'll get it. Wait.
Bum, 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 bum. Black! Aja!
Ah,
We lost
Gonna
it.
kill every one of us. She winced at her slip. Because she's like, oh damn it, I should not have said that. I should not. That was her Hagrid moment.
I shouldn't have said that. Should have said that.
And yeah, they're like, they still had to dispose of Ryan's body and the blood on the floor and their clothing. And she's like, I'll be as hard as I can be. And that's pretty much how the book ends. But there is an epilogue. Epilogue. Come join the epilogue. You want to be a frog, don't want to be a log. Come on and be on the epilogue. Epilogue.
Wow.
Very nice.
Don't run, don't sprint, just
Don't
jog.
encourage that.
Wait, what? All right.
Oh,
I think that was a good
That's
song.
hurtful, Tom.
I think that was a good song, but
That's
okay.
hurtful. I loved it, Brother Dan. I want you to sing like a canary all show. In fact, I don't want you to stop singing until the end of until we finish the show.
Okay.
That's how you get him to stop.
Next door.
Oh no, it didn't work.
Everyone is sad because everyone's dead. Prince Briss and the daughter of Eden is dead too.
All right, you're giving me a
She
headache.
is all ugly now because her daughter's dead. Morning doesn't look good on her. That's what Lan said.
Oh yeah, she cut her hair short. Raggedly short. Raggedly short.
Yeah. Hey, keep your wife's name out my mouth.
Close.
It turns out Rain, Lady Inez's son, is not the dragon. He wasn't even born. He was born 2 miles away, and it doesn't even. It's not her. And Marine's like, yeah, it's no big deal. I didn't even know that.
They kind of figure out that the Black Aja has no idea that it's a baby that they're looking for, which is hilarious.
Hilarious, yeah.
Right. They just think it's anyone. Anyone with luck, they're just trying to kill. So they're like, cool. They try to kill a 10-year-old? Shit. Dummies?
Anyone who
Dummies?
they think may be able to channel.
She does ask Squan. She's like, all right, so there's a pattern here. They try to kill this. They try to kill Land. They try to blah, blah, blah. And that's when they come out. They're like, they don't know when he was born. Blah, blah, blah. Great.
Yep.
So we have some time. We know more than they
20
do.
plus years, apparently.
Apparently. Well,
Uh-huh.
but
So are we to believe that Lan and Moiraine have been on the road since the end of this book when they enter the two rivers? during
Yeah,
Beltane.
yeah, just did a long census.
Pretty much.
Yeah, just like
They never returned to the White Tower at all. They sent Swan
No.
back, but Moiraine never
sent-
returned.
no.
Correct.
I'm sure she goes back sometimes. I think Swan said. I think they say it in.
I think you're right. They
She's
do
been back
mention-
for short periods, but never
Yeah.
like for
I think-
this
yeah.
spell.
Yeah,
I think it was
that's-
like it had been like 10 years last time she had
Yeah.
gone back to the
Yeah.
White Tower was a reference.
Yeah,
Which
they,
is like
they
still
reference it in Great Hunt. I think when
What'd you call me?
Swan reference.
Yeah, Giggity.
I said you were great at least.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Josh,
So
We-
Ryan.
we talked a little bit about like we have a kid falling off a building and then bouncing up, only later to be tossed off another building. Poor kid. They should name that kid something else like just dead weight. But anyway, but yeah. So my question to you is there any other evidence of this happening earlier in the book? And anyway, like not evidence of kids bouncing, but just the kind of the typical TAVERN shit that seems to be indicating. Has that possibly been happening anywhere else that you've picked up on?
I mean, the TAVERN. No, I didn't notice. But
Okay.
the TAVERN thing, it also reminds me a little bit of MaTsDaGger, and like, what if Malkir's, like, is it possible that Malkir's proximity to the Blight and Land's situation led to some sort of him getting the Dark One's luck?
Okay.
Kind of how Matt did through the dagger.
Oh, I like that.
I have no evidence for this, but it was just something that kind of gets evoked by Land's luck and Matt's sort of propensities.
Cool. I have another question. Very early on in the story, Moiraine starts referring to dreams, having dreams. Did you what do you make of those? She kept having dreams of her being put on the throne.
Well, in this book, you mean?
In this book, yeah, and then
Yeah.
like very, but like we don't see her as a dreamer, right?
Right. I mean, maybe it's Swan who is TAVERN at this point, but why would Swan's dreams? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't people dream?
Well, she had repeating dreams of the event but I mean, like, well, maybe the answer is
she's also-
in her dreams. She's
She's also
dreamt,
terrified of being queen.
yeah, but she dreamt of a baby in the mountain being born.
The question is, did
Like,
other
that's-
people?
yeah.
If other people experienced her dreams, she's the TAVERN.
Okay, I don't.
We don't see that.
Yeah. Fascinating. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's kind of how I read it, but
I think
I have a
Robert
whole-
Jordan did a good job making it ambiguous.
I have a whole new appreciation of New Spring, based along this line of thinking that it like got me going on. Because
it wouldn't surprise. I mean, Land and Moiraine are clearly brought together by the pattern to lead to the discovery of Rand in the Two Rivers, right? And that's what the point of this book is, as far as I can tell. So,
Awesome.
is it surprising that they seem TAVERN? No.
So you
Right,
could see
like-
the pattern manipulation there at play. Is what you're saying?
They're in the room at
yeah.
the time she has the vision. They are not included in the list. You know, they're never
Yeah.
brought to her study to be told, so the Black Aja doesn't see. They have hidden information that the Black Aja doesn't have that allow them to act for 20 years on a mission Right? Like,
Uh-huh.
Lan happens to be in the wrong city at the right time, and their chance meeting and their likenesses and differences pull them together, right? Like this experience of Bukama dying and her encountering him at the castle, and then their shared suffering. I mean, it seems like all of it has to happen, like I said, in order for them not only to break down Lan's own internal vision of who an Aes Sedai can be and what they are, to allow him to become her warder, but also for her mission, she needs him, and Swan and her's experience has to lead to this point where they can make these, they can understand and be exposed to knowing that the Black Aja is there and that they need to act in secret, right? So,
what do you think's in the next like event? Like, and like right after the epilogue, they bond, boom, boom, boom. Then what?
They go searching, right?
They go to the next town on the list.
So
I mean,
so
it kind of says at the end, like, oh,
so
we're
what?
off to Arafel, and then
Does Lan have any moment where he deny, like publicly is like, I'm not the king, like, or
no,
is
I
he
don't.
just like,
I don't think he ever rejects. But he knows that her dream, that Eden's dream, was shattered. In a way, he got what he wanted through Bukama's death, and through, right? It's like, again, this is sort of part of Lan's stony-faced, darkness, is that he ends up getting what he wants through a way that he would not have chosen.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good. That's a good point.
So
I mean, everyone wants a very, 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 very young concubine, like wife, but he doesn't want it that way. He don't want it to be his first lover's daughter. Just kidding.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Yeah. Ew. I need pumice stone.
Focus on my brain.
Brain.
So I can scrape that up. So Moraine is like, all right, Swan, you go to the White Tower. She's like, do I gotta? Fine. All right, fine. Saddling my horse. I'm leaving at noon. Moraine's off to find Lan. She finds him. They're like, yeah, we saw that one Mount Kiri way over there. There he is on top of that hill. She rides up. Last drinking obligation of the book. Guys, quote, Lan barely looked up when she dismounted.
Giggity.
Right?
Giggity.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
That's the best one.
Thank you.
Which is how I imagine him as a lover.
He barely looked up. He just grunts.
Well, yeah, he has eye contact issues. He only does it when he's very angry.
You're right, Ryan.
To your point again, Josh, though, Moraine just happens to ride out of the correct gate, and the people there just happen to have seen him, because she even says he could have gone 100 different ways, but thankfully he just so happened to go this way.
Yeah. I do love this bit too of like, what does it mean that the Malkiri king and an heir to the Karhinan throne become bonded like this? Like, what is the symbology of that?
Power couple.
Well, not just that, but like,
it goes deeper than
Beyonce
that,
and
Tom,
Tom,
can you show us where the distance is between Mount Kiri and Kyrian on your map? Is that
probably
an option?
Let's see. Let's see a different.
I have the map behind me, but you got the cool.
We got to go to a different map for that, I think. Let's see.
All right. Well, I can
this
throw
one.
up. All right.
Yeah. Because I have this weird.
Small.
I have a weird theory too.
full screen him, Ryan.
Oh, hell yeah!
do it, Ryan.
So let's see. Malkir is kind of like up here, like right here, like in this area. So like here's oh no, there's Shinar. So Malkir is like right around here. So like there's the Eye of the World right there. You can kind of see. This is it's a tiny map, but then Kyrian is where was it? Let's see. There's Tarvalon. So Kyrian is like right about here, right about there. Oh no, there it is, right there. Sorry, Kyrian. Right there.
Okay.
So it's pretty far actually.
Where is Dragonmount compared to this?
Let's see.
Further
Look for the
north.
vagina. There's Tarvalon.
It's between the two.
So it's
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, right there.
All right, so now, where is Two Rivers vis-a-vis
So
Dragonmount?
Andor.
That's way
Left.
west.
Yeah,
Way
it's-
west.
Yeah. It's like right around here.
So Kyrian is just southeast
Tours is
of
right here.
Tarvalon.
So I'm just real quick, just hypothetically, if you found a baby and you're like taking that baby and you're walking down
there.
to the Two Rivers, would you be passing by the events that are happening in this book?
Probably not. No, because like if you take a most direct, well, maybe because I think
Maybe
I don't
baby.
know. No. There's a road that there's like the Tarvalon road that goes right from Camelin or Camilin to right to Tarvalon. So like he would be able to get right there from there.
Okay.
You are
but-
south of Candor if you're going to the Two Rivers.
So if he was on the slopes of Dragon Mount, like here where the Blood Snow happened, he would just go directly south. So like they're all the way up here.
Wait, where did he meet Karri?
They don't,
don't
really
know.
get into that.
We don't know.
Yeah, probably happened somewhere in Alien, which is over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, she finds lands on a hill with his pack horse.
String. That's
Barely looks up as she dismounts. She walks up. He's like, "Yeah, I thought I was
it's gonna be
fucking done
moist
with
in
you."
Tarvalon tonight. It's gonna rain buckets. It'll be very moist in Tarvalon.
Moist.
Floods expected. Maybe a few landslides. Some
For the
So
That's
there's a little fire that's with Lan. It smelled like burning hair.
He was burning his dowry or his Hedori.
Dowry.
She says,
dowry.
"Yeah,
Dowry.
burning your future," and he's like, "Nope, my past
Burning
and
my
all
past.
that bullshit. I'm burning Malkir. I'm burning everything."
Except for the
it
ring.
said, "The golden crane will fly no more." We know the hair is the thing that his Quintiera had. It
Chimera-
says, quote,
Chimera?
"No one will..."
Chimera.
Yeah, that's right.
Chimera.
Quintiera. No one will sorrow for me when I die because those who would are dead
Already gone.
Besides, all men died. And she's like, "Fuck that. Be my warder." He's like, "Nope."
Okay.
Quote, "I have a war to fight. Find another."
It's the same
she's
war
like-
against the shadow.
She's like, "We're doing the same thing." And she spills the beans. And apparently she is very, very, very convincing because he's like, "Fine." He says,
Fight me,
quote,
baby.
"By my mother's name, I will draw as you draw and sheathe as you sheathe. By my mother's name, I will come as you come, Hubba, and go as you go." And she's like, "Yeah, that's cool, but there's actually a real thing that we got to do." And she puts the
old whammy.
weave on him, and suddenly she can feel him. She can feel him everywhere.
Little knot of emotions.
She's like, "We are bonded." We learned that even though they called the Battle of the Shining Towers, men who were there called the Blood Snow. And
So green mortars can feel one another.
Yes.
we don't know that based on
Presumably.
canon, but we know that they each feel their Aes Sedai and the Aes Sedai feels them. We don't know if it extends that way or not.
It must surely.
I would think, but we don't have it. We don't have it one way or another right now.
It would certainly make the Alana treatment from the show interesting.
It would, yeah.
Yeah, why would you even need to be there? You could just be keeping watch and feeling everything.
You feel the warders, you feel each other.
You're keeping watch, and every once in a while you just go, ooh.
Would that like make an endless loop orgasm where it's just like because you could feel the warder feeling the Aes Sedai, who could feel the warder
and then
feeling the Aes Sedai,
you come and they're like, oh, that feels great. Yeah.
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 Well, you said I'll come as you come.
Giggity.
Come as you come. As you come.
Were.
And so Lan's like, all right, I'm sold. Where are we going? She's like, back to Chachin. Then we're off to Arafel, and then who the fuck knows?
The
Quote,
world,
we win this
the whole
battle
world.
or the world dies. And it ends with the line, side by side, they rode down the hill and turned south. Behind them, the sky rumbled and turned black. Another late storm rolling down from the blight.
Not symbolic.
So
at
ends
all.
another book of the Wheel of Time
Not
by Robert
symbolic at all.
Jordan.
No.
Not symbolic.
And then we learned that Robert Jordan collected pipes, guys.
Yeah.
I would like to see this photo collection of his cool pipes. I bet you he had
They're
some
pretty awesome.
freaking awesome pipes.
He did. They were when we went to their house. When we went to the Robert Jordan house, like they were in his room, in his office where he used to write, and they were pretty sick.
How many are there?
I don't remember. There was a lot. There was a whole
Dozens?
like
Dozens?
I would say more than 20, but less than 40.
A score?
A score. A score.
It also says that he liked to sail. Did he have a sailboat?
I don't know.
Saying like sailing, hunting, and fishing. I like fishing. I don't like sailing. I've never done it because it's scary. But did you ever see any of his guns? His hunting?
Yeah, we saw his armory. His armory is crazy. He had an
did he have,
armory.
well,
I mean, he
when
does
you
live
say
in South
armory
Carolina.
for Robert Jordan, I picture like swords and
There were swords and stuff too, but yeah, they were
knights
like.
stuff.
But he didn't
Big
have
gun?
modern guns. Like he had, like
Well, that's what I mean.
antiques.
Vintage
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
guns.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I bet you it was a good. It says he liked poker,
Yes.
chess, pool, and pipe collecting.
Yes, we
Ryan,
did see the
do
hidden
you
closet.
think that he could beat him at pool?
In my heyday, I take anybody on, but now, no, I'm all shaky.
I think he would still beat you in your heyday. He probably had his own pool table.
Further down, I beat Forrest. Remember, I beat Forrest.
Forrest Whitaker?
No,
Forrest Whitaker. But Forrest Whitaker only has one eye.
No, there's a bar called the Rush Inn, and Forrest like manhandled the table, and I bested him. Finally, went home happy. It was a coming of age story for me.
Amongst Robert Jordan's decorations are the Distinguished Flying Cross with bronze oak leaf cluster, the Bronze Star with V and bronze oak leaf cluster, and 2 Vietnamese gallantry crosses with palm. Ryan, can you look up some of these?
Look them up.
We don't have to. No,
He got one of them.
but
He got one of them from when he shot down the RPG from a helicopter.
where was that? So that was documented to the point that he got a medal for that event.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, he did it while on a helicopter with officers. Aww.
All right, we're gonna let Josh be a dad,
Aww.
and let's go ahead and wrap this up like it's a baby butt that we just
Swaddle
swiped
it.
with
We're gonna swaddle it.
Okay.
You know,
well,
Tom, your story about the bleach reminded me of a story, and I won't say names, but I had a really, really close sibling who
Ah.
who was over at my house one time and asked to use something to and I gave him some Desitin. Desitin we use on baby rashes. I was like, try this. And within 15 minutes, this person was like, how dare you put this vile substance on your child? It is burning me. I need to jump in the shower. This hurts so much.
That's horrible.
I hate it.
Were you allergic?
We're not saying who it was.
Oh, I thought it was you. I thought you were just.
It was
talking
not
about
me.
yourself.
No. It was someone. Someone asked to use something. I'm like, yeah. Well, try the test. Oh. Is this? Oh, okay. Is this for Tom or for Josh?
Is this the Robert Jordan how he writes the Wheel of Time video?
Yes.
Yeah. You can tell by the steampunk glasses
Yes,
that Robert
absolutely.
Jordan always wears.
Always. I knew it. I just pegged it right away.
This is known. All right. I just felt like it's a good send out. We've been highlighting his pervy mind and very, very granular detail. I thought we should get to the origins. This is how Robert Jordan writes the Wheel Time.
Yeah.
And there's sound.
I hear it.
Harriet! Can you make sure the VCR is set to record Bosom Buddies?
Yep, VCR set.
You know how I feel about that Tom Hanks. He's going nowhere, I swear to you. All right, well, enough of that. Got my candles. Time to write my epic.
I got my candles.
Wheel of Time turns as ages come and pass, leaving memories. Oh, this is great. It's doing great. This is great start. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. Comes. All right. Harriet, I got a good beginning. Harriet? Oh, she's... God. Are you jazzercising again? I think I'm writing my epic. Okay, so Rand,
Like the production value,
he's sleeping,
right?
and I got. He's waking up. Okay, so is he waking up? Okay, no, is he suddenly waking up, or is he jerking erect? He's jerking erect. My epic. I'm writing my epic. Oh, okay. So, all right. So Tom Maryland, he's looking at a box, and I want him to go and touch the box. Is he touching the box? Is he caressing the box? Is he fingering the box? Yeah! All right, Harriet!
Fingering, right.
This is gonna be a hit, I'm telling you. Got right, my epic. Okay, so the dark one, he is going to counterstroke on being sealed, and he does something to sight in. Is he contaminating it? Is he spoiling it? He's tainting it! Oh God, this is amazing! All right, I think I've done enough work. I think it's time to start drawing the map of Tarvalon.
Map of Tarvalon? Want me to help?
Swing!
Oh no, that's fantastic.
Oh, I forgot about the swing at the end.
Yeah.
I like how Harriet's jazzercising. I like how that's how you imagine.
The fingering, great.
Oh man. And what? Oh, and he was just famously wrong about Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right. Well, let's put a bow on it. It's been real. It's been fun, and it's been real fun.
All of that.
Guys, we finished. I think we're probably taking a week off this Tuesday. so we can figure out format issues that
Well,
we're talking
I
about.
think
right?
we have our special guests.
Oh, this Tuesday. Oh, you're right. Wow, I'm so dumb. This Tuesday, we're having Sadai and Todd back. Woo!
What?
Yeah.
The original dynamic duo?
The original duo from Menudo.
Wow.
They are coming to talk the end of
Yeah.
book 5 before we jump into book 6.
It's like one of those episodes when you like they got kicked off the island and Josh is one, but like we're going back to old episodes and they're gonna come up and talk to us about their
Funny. It's
experiences.
like a reunion episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to come back with like their hair all brushed different. And you're like, oh, I guess that's him. Look at him. He's all clean cut.
No, look, he's doing great for himself.
Look, he's shaved. I bet you Todd didn't shave. Todd's got
I hope it's grandiose. It's gonna be great though. Yeah, Todd and Kay. Nothing better. So yeah,
Todd
we're
and
gonna
Kay.
just shoot the shit. It should be fun. It should get off the hooks pretty quick.
Tom, have you spoken with Todd before?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
Well, I think when we finished the last book.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
We
That's
did
right.
that whole bad boy.
Yep.
All right,
Awesome.
everybody. Well, hey, Dan, let's sign us off.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We're here every Tuesday. We'll be here next Tuesday. We're also here on Sunday. We'll be talking about the origins in the X-ray thing of Amazon's Wheel Time. Well, there's all 7 of them, or all 8 of them. We're gonna watch them, and we're gonna talk about them with our friend Jansen Lashley Haynes.
If only there was a visual artist in chat who could possibly join us to talk about the actual comics, like you called them one time.
I love the
Ryan's being big and esoteric, but if you know who you are, please reach out, right?
Absolutely.
And we're here every Tuesday and Sunday. We have a Patreon, we have a Discord, we have a Twitter. We're here with Tom from Dragon Mount. Please visit all of his things. He is live streaming every Monday where they are watching together, rewatching certain episodes of certain shows. And I think it's awesome. So check him out as well.
And this Saturday, I'm going to be hanging out with Innkeeper Hatch from the Dusty Wheel.
Who's that?
Who?
Matt Hatch
Oh.
from the Dusty Wheel.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Nice.
At 2 p.m. on
Nice.
Saturday on all the Dragon Mount socials. We'll be live.
Awesome.
And what are you
Yeah.
discussing?
We're gonna talk about his he just got back from a trip to see Brandon when they did the big secret reveal of something that we're not going to talk about right now because Josh might be listening.
Supers. Yep.
And new year, new series, new season speculation. So we're gonna do some speculation about season 2 and talk about his trip to see Brandon
Beautiful.
and gush over
Right.
probably all the movies that he got to watch in Brandon's theater.
Wow. Ryan, when I'm like this, do I look like a cyborg?
Yeah. You look like you're aiming down some scope. All right, everyone. As Josh says, Raffo, read and fuck off.
Yeah.